everybody, and welcome back to the channel where we're once again doing a speed art drawing based on Twitch emotes that, I say Twitch emotes, but emotions that are from the massive chart in the bottom right hand half of the screen that you can see at the moment. If you are interested in getting a character of your choice drawn and designed, please tune in on Thursday at British Standard Time of 8 o'clock, where I draw chat requests based on character, the letter and the number of the grid down below. So that's always open if you want to come and have a look. We are always grateful. Today's one, however, is drawn by myself for a friend called Snowlark. You should really look at his channel. If I've remembered, I've probably either linked it up above or in the description down below. He's an amazing guy. He does loads of anime content, and to that degree, he asked me to draw this character, which is a red blood cell from the anime Cells at Work. Now, I haven't watched anime for years. I used to be very much into the dark gothic kind of horror anime when it was out and about, and it wasn't as big of a thing then as it is now. So I used to love watching things like Trinity Blood, Vampire, I want to say Diaries, but it's not Diaries, I can't remember. Trinity? No, probably not. Vampire something. Lots of things with vampires in, and demons and ghouls and ghosts. I really enjoyed a series called Ghost Hunter, and I very stupidly traded that DVD in for money one time, and I regret it amazingly. I am super tempted to get into Crunchyroll, maybe not pay the premium option, but see what free animes are available, especially the gothic-y kind of ones. So if you have any recommendations, please do leave them in a comment down below. But again, that's not what this video is about. Today we are going to talk about Cells at Work. Now, as I said, I haven't really watched this anime. Honestly, I haven't watched any of the anime. I haven't even read the manga, so this was really interesting to draw. So I'm going to read you a bit from the Cells at Work Wikipedia page, and I'm going to make comments as we go along and see how I feel about it, and how we feel about it, and how it goes. That may have to be the way some things are done, because I don't watch all of the anime, or films, or videos, or whatever that people request that I draw, because that would mean I have more time in the day than I do. So, the Cells at Work manga and anime was written and illustrated by Akane Shimizu. Again, I really hope that I pronounced that correctly, because I am terrible at Japanese. I tried to learn it for a bit, and if you think Duolingo is going to help, it really isn't. I think that is the worst form of language learning that I've ever seen in my life. German, I've kind of managed to get, but Japanese, no. How am I supposed to understand what the kanji for a word is that you've introduced to me that I've never seen before in my life, and you haven't even told me what it means? Am I just supposed to guess, and then when I get it wrong, I'm supposed to just deal with you shouting at me, Mr. Owl? Mr. Owl, why? I'm having Loki also being a dick because I've started talking to the screen, which normally means that he feels he can mess around. So, let's continue. It features anthropomorphized cells of a human body, with the two main protagonists being a red blood cell and a white blood cell that she frequently encounters. I think that's pretty cool, because red blood cells are pretty important. One of the reasons that we have a heart is to pump blood cells around. Not just red, obviously white as well, but red tends to transport oxygen, nutrients around the body and allow cells to be kind of regrown, healed, all that kind of thing. So I think that that's really useful, and the fact that that's like she's kind of characterized as a delivery girl is pretty cool to me. And the white blood cell is kind of like a militaristic soldier. He kind of reminds me of the Batter. I can't remember what like indie game that's from. It's been such a long time since I jumped into the Tumblr indie game scene. When I say that, I mean like things like Undertale and stuff, because like there's loads of indie games that I've played and enjoyed playing, just not this one. But anyway, he looks like a military personnel, which makes it really good considering that that's what white blood cells do on a daily basis. They fight off infections, diseases, and sometimes they even get tricked, which is really cool considering that's actually what sometimes happens to the military. You know, you can never be sure who's actually your friend or not, so that's pretty cool. It was serialized in Kodoshan's Shonen Manga magazine, monthly Shonen series, from January 2015 to January 2021. So it went through COVID. If there aren't any like storylines based on COVID, I'm going to be very upset with this series. But I haven't watched it, as I said, or read it. So again, we're going from just what we're reading. It's licensed in North America by Kodansha USA. There's a spin-off manga series called Souls at Work Code Black, which was published from 2018 to 2021. Again, just before COVID, so maybe. The series was adapted into an anime television series by David Production, with 2 seasons broadcast from July 2018 to February 2021, totaling 21 seasons. Ooh, there's even a theatrical anime titled Hatsuraku Saibo Saiko no Keiki Futabi Karada no Waka no Naka wa Cho Oso. I'm not going to pronounce that. I'm terrible at Japanese. I'm terrible. Honestly, I'm terrible. I'm trying to take lessons because I would like to go to Japan. Not just for Star Wars Celebration that was announced, but I've always wanted to go to Japan. So, the story takes place inside the human body, which, you kind of guessed from a white blood cell and a red blood cell, where trillions of anthropomorphic cells each do their job to keep the body healthy, which I suppose they do in real life, but they're just not anthropomorphized in real life. Do you get what I mean? The series largely focuses on 2 cells, a rookie red blood cell, who often gets lost during deliveries. Oh, that's got to be bad. The amount of bruises this person must have. Oh, that makes me think that her person has an autoimmune disease. So they bruise really easily, and that's why this red blood cell keeps ending up in really random places. Oh man, the theories, and I haven't even watched it yet. This is interesting. And a relentless white blood cell who fights against germs that invade the body. That makes even more sense. As someone who's watched this series, is there a point where the white blood cell turns on the red blood cell? Because again, if there is, that makes perfect sense, because there are actually so many diseases out in the world where the white blood cells literally decide that the human body needs to die because something's wrong with it and attacks itself. And not that I'm excited about that, but I think that it's really cool that could be used as a plot point. I'm sounding a little bit morbid, I apologise. So the characters are the main red blood cell, erythrolyte, AE3803, who is a red blood cell who's just started her job delivering oxygen, carbon dioxide and different nutrients all over the body, and she meets Neutrophil when he saves her from an attacking pneumococcus bacterium. I'm terrible at pronunciations, please remember. She's clumsy and gets lost often, but is determined to perform to the best of her ability. So 90% of anime protagonists when they're female. It is later revealed that she has encountered Neutrophili when they were younger, after he saved her from a bacterium. Ah, nice. Neutrophili, or the white blood cell, is a type of white blood cell, duh, whose job is to kill pathogens infecting the body. Again, duh. Despite his violence and ruthless occupation, he's quite soft-spoken and gentle, like most serial killers, I suppose, otherwise they wouldn't become serial killers, so that's not at all scary. And when he was still in school as a young cell, he saved our red blood cell from a bacterium after she got lost in a training exercise. Looking at the time, we've pretty much got to the point, so you've got a basic gist about the fact that I get the feeling this is going to turn into a love story, and as I said, I haven't watched this anime at all, but I really enjoyed drawing this character. It was just so funny and so silly, and I want to say thank you so much to Snowlock for requesting this as a drawing on Twitch and as a video on YouTube. So once again, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Take care, have fun. I will see you next time, and goodbye.